We put the love back in your right. It's love in black and white. We put the love back in your right. It's love in black and white. We put the love back in your right. It's love in black and white. We put the love back in your right. It's love in black and white.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Love and Black and White, where each week we try and do what, Manulus?
Put the love back in your right. Thank you guys.
That
so
is
much for
correct.
joining.
As always, I'm one of your hosts. Sorry, I cut you off, but you know
No,
how
you're
this
fine.
goes. It's been a minute, you know. We've been gone.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
I
gotta
gotta
get it.
you know.
Trying to get the rhythm.
So let me finish, please. As always, I'm one of your hosts, Big Irish Jay Hollingsworth, and we have the co-host, the Dak Blonde Juan, the Black Don Juan, the Sergio Black Digiac. I don't fucking know. I'm losing it. Manulus Rojas Martin Jr.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Yes, we have in here. Let's see who we got in here. We got TD, Touchdown TD is in here.
Yeah.
It looks like he was a first comment. Sandy J, Carla, which I'm going to see both of them this weekend. Daphne
Ooh.
Parks. That's who we got right now. I got a sucker I just started, so I got to keep it going. What?
There you go. What?
For all them suck MCs.
Yep. Show the ladies how it's done, Jay.
What's up? Nah, fuck. I just wasted it. Fuck. Just threw it away. It's gonna sound like shit. Manny is coming in hot. What you were when he logged on. So we were like, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes late, but whatever,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
But
Black people time.
yeah, I was gonna say that, but thank you. But when we came on, Manny was holding Miles.
Yes, baby in hand. It was yeah. So I actually had to go run and pick up the crib today, and lo and behold, my car wasn't big enough, so I've got to get the SUV to go get the
SUV.
My dad, my father-in-law's.
Oh, I was
So.
gonna say, what up, Mariah, Victoria?
Me and Mariah.
Me and Mariah. Anybody, if you have questions about Miles or Manny, throw them out there and we'll get to them in the chat. But we're excuse me, Jesus, dude, I have to say something. Sorry about the burp.
Yeah, you're good.
So this week I was at the Comedy Cellar here in Vegas, and the host Mark Cohen, who I love, he's just insane, dude. He's just, I mean, he's always funny, but dude, he'll be in the green room. Sometimes when he burps, as he's burping, he'll say rape. So I don't know why, but he'll just go rape. or one time he burped or like coughed, but he'll be like burp, and he'll act like he just threw some up. He'll be like, what the fuck, dude? He just, oh fuck, I love Mark Cohen. Sorry, I got a little sidetracked. Guyanese gal is in here.
Cookie McJingles.
What's up? Okay, we're gonna get to our topics because we have a bunch. Let's see. Dude, we'll start with this one. Because we're gonna talk about something on the Hollingsworthless. I just send it out in that text to everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Should LGBTQ plus I plus the other letters roles in movies only go to LGBTQ actors?
Ooh, that is a great question.
Yes, I already know my answer. Unless you want to start.
Yeah, I'll start. I don't think so. And I know that the community is really all about, like empowering and being like, you know what, those roles should only go to those kinds of people. But then again,
whoa, what?
Sorry,
PC Manny, what the fuck? Those kind of people?
We just want to say here on Love It Black or White that
Yes.
those people should never, groups of people should never be put into those people. You should always use identifiers. Talk about the group by
The
using
blacks,
their names.
the blacks, the gays, pluralize them all.
But yeah, I don't think that, because it wouldn't be fair to say, oh, sorry, LGBTQ people, straight roles can only go to straight people, right? And I just I don't think that's fair, because also, I don't know, there was this movie called Halsey, where I think it was about a fashion designer, and it was played by Ewan McGregor, and he did a hell of a job. Not saying that nobody from the LGBTQ community couldn't do that, but I don't think that.
I'm just laughing because, I mean, it's just PC Manny being PC Manny. It's
I'm trying my best not to fuck this up.
You're like preemptively being politically correct. It's so funny.
Yeah, but I just don't think it would be right. But here's the thing, right? Black roles should go to black actors, right? You know what I mean? You can't just be like, oh, he's a great actor.
Okay, but
okay. Yeah.
So okay, my quick answer on this is no.
Yeah. Okay.
Just like you said, does that mean straight roles? No gay person can play a straight role. Does that mean there was one actor? I mean, it's acting. You're acting as if this one actor was like, I played a murderer. Are we going to be like, oh, this guy's not a real murderer? We need to have a real murderer play this role. But you're saying black roles should go to black actors. Well, even that though, the Harriet Tubman movie, people were pissed that she was from England, that she wasn't American.
True.
So what? I can't speak on it, Manny. I can't speak on it.
Yeah, let me go ahead. Let me step in here. Actually, what did Sean say? Can you please highlight Sean's comment? The actor, their attributes, and the role should align 100%. Red hair, left-handed, glasses, and two males. Oh, sorry,
males.
Two moles. Sorry.
Jesus, project much? Speaking of LGBTQ, what's going through your head, Manny?
Two moles on their face should only be filled by an actor that matches that description at the end. Sorry. So the Harriet Tubman role, like, I mean, that it's tough because I feel like people want to say that they need to, that actor should have to know that experience, but it's also got to be tough being black in England. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I remember Craig David. He was an artist back in the day who's like, he's light skinned, but he's black, and he was is he no longer, because you gave like a past tense? He's light skinned. He's light skinned, so he might have been able to cross over. But it's so funny hearing, like, it's always so funny hearing English people. I have a horrible English accent. Talk about like living in the ghetto, like living in the ghetto with me mother. You know what I mean?
That was great. I think that was great.
With me mom. You know what I mean? It's just like, it doesn't seem like you had a real like harsh. You know what I mean? But but then again, here's another.
Did you see Sean?
What is it? Don't
lie. Tom Hanks as Malcolm X would have been dope. I think it would have been Malachi X.
The funniest shit in the world was when Paul Mooney on I think it was on Chappelle's show, he was like offended by all those movies, like The Last Samurai with Tom Hanks, with the Mexican with Brad Pitt, and then he said, in Paul Mooney's voice, he said, "I'm gonna make a movie. It's going to be called The Last Nigga on Earth, starring Tom Hanks." I was like, Malcolm Hanks.
Yeah, Sean, it's already been done, you hack.
Exactly.
Carla said, "Well, didn't Jay play a gay guy on TV that wasn't actually on TV?" Yes. Yeah. Yeah. What if I've told the story about the Two Broke Girls thing. What if that wasn't it? What if it's just some reply I did on, or ad I did on Craigslist? And I was like, wow, this is all filmed in this apartment here in Van Nuys. That's weird. That's crazy.
Oh man. Yeah, that's a tough one. Because I don't remember, was it Captain Marvel who was being attacked? The actress.
Yes.
Yeah. And they were saying that role should have gone to somebody who was, like trans or something. I can't remember.
Wait, what?
There was some role where they felt like somebody got a trans role, and then they said that actor shouldn't have gotten it. It should have gone to, which, I mean,
was it Thomas the tank engine? Oh wait, that's a train. That's a train roll. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh my God. We just want to say here, don't take anything seriously on Love in Black and White. It's comedy first and foremost, and then we dive into
That was for trains.
not running trains. Yeah. But no, I think I have to stick with everybody else on here. I think that is, let's see. Oh, here we go. Captain Marvel was performed well. Young Lucy Lawless would have been nice. Yeah, I can see that.
I don't know who's Lucy Lawless. Is that the chick that played
Xena, Princess Warrior?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't think that, but like, oh, here's what I was gonna say. Sorry, I'm all over the place. But Sam Jackson, like as Nick Fury, right? Nick Fury was historically white.
Yeah.
And then to have Nick Fury come in and be Sam Jackson, I think that sometimes these roles need to be changed up. But it's tough because it shouldn't be at the expense of a minority character, because there's already so few of them, right? I remember me and you were working on superhero jokes back in the day.
Yeah.
And we were talking about how few superheroes there were. I remember how you said there was a Native American superhero. What was his name? Fireball or some shit?
Thunderbird.
Thunderbird. That's right. Yeah.
He was an X-Men.
Yeah.
Which also a trans person can play because it's an X-Man. Sorry. I am sorry. I am so sorry.
We just want to say here on Love in Black and White that we love all trans LGBTQ plus I people, that anything that Jay says on here is from love. We have friends in all walks of life. We love you. We support you. Keep fighting the good fight. That's my new line. Keep fighting the good fight.
Yeah. Sorry, Sandy. I apologize. It's just jokes, It could be an ex-woman. I don't know. Fuck. All right, sorry.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I get the minority roles, not I guess you don't want to have, again, Tom Hanks playing the new Black Panther or fucking
like I can't even do a Tom Hanks impression, but can you imagine that shit? Wakanda forever.
Yeah. Wakanda forever, Jenny.
Oh man.
Oh my God, Guyanese. Hold on.
Okay.
First of all, Ben Affleck was the best Batman as of right now. If you're just talking Batman, we debated this on the show with I did on Kev's. I think it was all deaf, but it's a different show. But you're crazy. He's the best.
Do you really think Ben Affleck was the best Batman?
Batman, yes. I'm not saying he was in the best movies. I'm not saying.
That's a tough one. I mean,
I'm saying, but like I said in the thing, I said put Ben Affleck's Batman, Christian Bale, and Tom Hanks, or what the fuck is it, Michael Keaton in a room. Put those three Batmans in the room and let them fight it out. Who's the one coming out? It's gonna be Ben Affleck.
Okay, as far as like, I think Ben Affleck had the best fight scene of a Batman ever.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I don't know. I think that, in all fairness, I think that Christian Bale had more layers to it. Nah, but then again, maybe you are right. I don't think.
You can say, if you want to separate it, like, oh, this one was a better Bruce Wayne, cool. But I'm talking Batman and gotcha. Also the comic books. Also, fucking Michael Keaton was like fucking balding. It's like going bald, and it's either Christian Bale or Michael Keaton. One of them's like 5'6".
Damn.
I'm like that dude should be playing Robin.
Val Kilmer. No, I definitely know that George Clooney was the worst. So,
oh my God, Jesus Christ,
Oh
Sean.
my God. So we just want to say that Love in Black and White has no association with Sean McCann. If we're talking about Hollingsworthless, we're definitely affiliated, but not on Love in Black and White. Yeah, Val Kilmer had the dopest fight scene with. I'm not even gonna repeat that,
dude.
Shit.
Yeah, Sean, fucking take it down a notch. Jesus, I thought you were leaving.
Although Val Kilmer did drop the N-word a few times at the play that I went to. So.
Oh yeah. Oh, did you go see that?
Yeah, like Crystal took me to it, and she didn't realize it was. She felt so bad, and I was like, "Really, this is what you take me to?"
What was it? What was he? It was what's
Ernest Hemingway or something like that.
Or Mark Twain, right?
Mark Twain. Yeah, sorry, Mark Twain. Yeah, and I'm just gonna requote what he said. He was like, a nigga back in the day wasn't a bad word. It was like having a mule or a piece of property. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
Did the whole audience just go like this, like towards you?
The only
like Jesus Christ.
Well, it was crazy because then right afterwards he literally, he was taking Q&A, but I don't know if he was really there. Maybe he was. I can't remember, it's been so long, but it was either him on a screen or he was there, but he had the throat cancer and he was trying to talk and you couldn't understand anything he was saying. And so I was like, saying that N word messed up your throat, didn't it?
Yeah, Sandy said that's hilarious. Crystal took you that. Hi, honey, I had a great suggestion for a date. Then maybe after we could go see Django Unchained and
12 Years a Slave.
Yeah, it's a double feature. Should be fun for us.
Oh man, it just makes me stronger.
Sean's an idiot. Okay, so we're both in agreement that put whoever's the best actor. How about that?
Yeah, whoever's the best actor, I think that it should always go to that. After having helped with directing a film, you just want the best person for that role. I mean, if they fit the role, if when you see them on camera, they are, the best, put them in the role. If they're LGBTQ plus and that's the role, so be it. Like, awesome. But ultimately, it's the equivalent for me of saying, okay, I've got a team and I need white guys on it. You know what I mean? And it's like, or no, sorry. I'm trying to think of how to do this. I got a team and I need just good athletes, right? And I want all black people, but fuck, I got Larry Bird. Fuck it. I'm kicking somebody off that team to grab Larry. Because he fits the role.
Mariah said, I literally request Django Unchained whenever one of my Caucasian friends wants to do movie night. Excuse me. That's hilarious. Chloe Franklin. Hello, Chloe. Sean, I don't want to admit that I'm laughing at your Val Kilmer joke. Yeah, don't, Chloe. Don't feed into it.
He's like Bane. Chloe?
I think it's Chloe, but we'll see.
Okay.
Chloe, correct me, or Chloe, whichever correct us. Okay, updates from dadhood. We did that last one. Unless you have some more updates, any new experiences in the last week?
Man, it was TD said the roots for the sleepover. Dude, this week was rough. Like, no joke. It was like he was just an asshole yesterday.
What happened?
He just was like he just wouldn't stop fussing and crying. I mean, I love him, but it was just like, man, I think he just had to shit and he couldn't get it out. And it finally he passed it this morning. Then he was all calm and chill, but he wouldn't sleep. He was screaming, everything else. And it's like, you're on 2-3 hours of sleep and you're just like, Jesus Christ, would you just go to sleep? And like Crystal's such a better parent than I am, because like he'll get the little, like for the Pampers, it gets a blue streak in the front if there's like piss in it. And so if I just see like a little blue, I'm just like, I can sleep through it. Crystal's like, no, you got to change that. I'm like, God damn it.
It's like, fucking man him up.
That's what I'm saying. Do some push-ups. Stop fucking crying. So, but
Jay, don't butcher pokey names. What?
Don't butcher poke. Or is it pokey or poke?
Poke names? I don't know.
What's
a poke name? What does that mean?
I think Victoria's drunk.
Okay. But it's Chloe.
Chloe.
Sean first said it. Again, white man speaking for a black woman. But he was correct. Chloe. Thank you, Chloe, for confirming. Now with and you guys go back and forth with like who gets up.
Yeah, sort of. I mean, but Crystal's been like kind of the dominant one. She's like, hey, you got to wake up now. And like I'm exhausted at night. Like, I'm better in the mornings. She's great at night. She just like wakes up, changes them, feeds them, puts them back to bed. And, it's just like, man, it's exhausting. It's like nobody ever talks about this part about it, but it is fucking exhausting. Like you love your kid, but you just want to nap. You just want to be like, yo, can I just put him in another room and let him cry it out? But you can't do that with an infant. Yeah. So, once that's why I'm excited for when he turns 2 or 3, just like self-regulating, be like, hey, that's all right, bud. Just go take a nap. You know what I mean? Just like go sit on timeout.
Are you guys doing this? Is something James and Ty, I remember when baby Jade was was young. Jade, no? Yeah, Jesus, so wild. She can vote. No, but when she was a baby, like we would be in the living room, like listening to music or not partying, but playing video games or whatever. But everything was up, regular volume, and I'd be and I was like, don't you worry about the baby sleeping. They're like, no, we're having the baby get trained to being around like loud noises. So
yeah,
do you guys do that same thing?
Oh yeah, totally. Like we do the same thing. Like where we have the TV on, We have like stuff going in the background. Got to try whiskey for real. Like I can't wait for that, especially when his teeth start coming in. I'll be like,
instead of formula.
just get him drunk and pass him out. But yeah, man, it is fucking, it's wild. Yeah, we have the volume up, and we try to kind of alternate. So like after this podcast is done, I'm probably gonna go watch him for a few hours and let Crystal sleep, and then we just kind of alternate. But holy fuck, man, they don't talk about it. But yeah, like TD said, babies drain everything from you. It is fucking exhausting. I'm like sitting on the ground with him because I don't want to drop him. You know what I mean? And like, but you learn to do shit with one arm, and you're just sitting here. Like you saw me when you were, when I was getting ready. I was like, all right, let me do this, this, and this. When they first handed him to me, I was just like, oh my god, I don't want to like drop him. So so does he still have his days and nights? Yeah, days and nights are totally mixed up, Daphne. It's like I swear to God, he thinks like the night is day because he's just wide awake and he's like screaming, and then in the mornings he's just chill, wants to take a nap. So it's figuring it out and different personalities. But the funniest shit to me is when he tries to fight you with changing his diaper. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he's just like, and like swinging at me. I'm like, Jesus Christ. So,
Guyanese said when he starts teething, dip the pacifier in a little rum and put it in his mouth. It works.
There you go. I hear September is the last one. I have no idea what Sean is talking about.
I hear some, yeah. Oh, Sean. I thought you were turning the channel, Sean. Jesus. All right. Here's this. You must be watching a lot of like First 48 or something. How do you know your partner has murderous tendencies?
Jesus Christ. Did I write that? That must have been weeks ago. It's so funny. The reason I think I might have written that is because if I think about like, who was it? Dahmer? Or one of them had like, not Dahmer. Maybe it was Bundy, who just had like a normal girlfriend, right? And how do you not pick up on that shit? I think that I mean, fuck, you've got to know at some point that somebody's off, right?
Yeah. I'm trying to think what are some tendencies if she watches you while you sleep?
Yeah. And if like TD said, when you end up on Squid Games.
Yeah. Have you seen that? You probably haven't had time, huh? I finally finished it. It's all right. I don't know if
Somebody said the ending was shitty.
I mean, the whole thing is like, I don't know if I'm as amped up, but I'm like, it was cool. But I'm like, a lot of people are like, dude, it's the fucking best. And I kept watching it because everybody was like, dude, you got to watch this. And I'm like, it's kind of like it is what it is. It's nothing like I was like, oh, this is fucking revolutionary or any of that shit.
Were you a Game of Thrones fan?
I think I went in 2 weeks time. I watched the whole series leading like right up until the final show. Okay. So a lot of people, I didn't go through any of the problems of like, this season ended shitty or this or that. Right. I just watched everything straight. So I was like, that was cool.
I think I've seen one episode and it was interesting, but it's like, I don't know. I mean, I guess I got to watch it to know, but there have been series like that where people are like, oh, these are fucking amazing. And it's just like, nah, I didn't follow it like that. So
Victoria says watch You on Netflix.
Okay.
I don't know what that is. And then I'll have to take a look. Carly said, do you have to watch Evil Lives Here? The people had no idea their partner was a criminal.
Oh shit.
Asian version of Saw, kind of. Whoa, TD, I don't know if you can see it. Just kidding. And Sandy said, I just finished watching First 48 and there was an ex-boyfriend who killed a current boyfriend. This is a good question. Okay. Battle Royale. I remember what up, Wonder Man? I remember Battle Royale back in the day. The original movie Battle Royale. I saw at the Seattle International Film Fest like 20 years ago. Shit. And it was it's wild because it's kind of, I guess, kind of like Squid Games, or Squid Games is kind of like it, but it's children. So you see children killing children, and it's fucking wild. Let me see. Well, Guyanese said, well, I got a story to tell. He knew he's still scared of me till this day. What the fuck?
Oh, shit. Back to what Sandy was saying about the ex-boyfriend who killed a current boyfriend. Yeah. That shit is crazy. I remember seeing a YouTube clip one time where this guy was standing in, in his new girlfriend's house, and the ex-boyfriend came home. And he looked like DMX, who was rocked up, and he was like, yo, you should have knew we wasn't done, motherfucker. He was like, see if I don't kill you and your motherfucking seed. He was like, get the fuck up out of my house. We ain't done. You should have knew we was on a break, motherfucker. And
Asian dude?
We just want to say here on Love.
Why is that bad?
I actually wanted to respond to your comment on TD. Asian version of song is going to be like "Stop Asian Hate."
Yeah. What up, N? N's in here.
What up, N?
Keep going. Sorry, I jumped
I don't
in.
even remember what I was saying.
You were talking
man.
about the dude.
Oh yeah. It was that. That's the crazy thing. Like, to anybody out there, there is no vagina worth dying for. Okay, you know what I mean? Like, my cousin told me something one time, and it was probably the truest piece of advice that I've ever heard. He said, "There's always a better woman out there." You know what I mean? Like, and that's the thing, man. Like, you know, I'm married, so I can't really say that. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? If somebody leaves, you just realize there's always somebody else out there for you. And then another great piece of advice is just remember, when you see the hottest girl in the world, just remember somebody somewhere is sick and tired of her shit too.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what would be some. I mean, obviously, if they're overly possessive or jealous, that might be a sign of you're dating a possible murderer.
For sure. I guess if they were like secretive too, you know what I mean? If they were, well, nah, because that could just be cheating on you. But like, okay, here's how you tell. If they come home with blood all on them and shit.
If they kill you, that'd probably be a good sign.
If they sleep with weapons.
The secretive thing. What up, Andrea? Andrea's in here. Yeah, the secretive thing has always been weird to me. I remember I was dating this. I don't even know if you'd say I was dating her. We had been on like, I think this was our second date, and we were, and I know we had talked before, and like whenever I had asked her about her job, she always like kind of like got off the subject and never really said. So, dude, and this is close to 25 years ago, but so we finally, I'm like trying to nail down, what do you do? And I was like, what do you do for a living? And like she kept beating around the bush, and I finally told her, which is true. Like I always say, I'm not a judgmental person as far as that shit. Like I've always said, I don't care what's happened in your past as long as it doesn't affect our future. But I was like, oh, are you a stripper or what? Why are you? And so finally she goes, if she's always, TD said, if she's always sharpening knives. So finally she goes, oh, I sell crack. And I did that. I started laughing. I was like, oh yeah. And she's like, and she was like dead face. She was like, no, I sell crack. Yeah, I sell crack. And I was like, what? And so she lifts up her shirt, and she had like a little baggie in her panties, like at the top by her belt. And she brings out all these rocks. And I was like, I go, look, I'm not judging or, you know, whatever but I'm not, you know, it's not something I want to be around. Or she was selling cooch. Yeah. Cooch, crack cooch.
Oh my God. Like the way that you said that shit, when you were just like, you were like, look, I don't want to be around it. It made me think that she was going to pull out a gun and just be like, what'd you say, mother?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I was just trying to get your crack. Yeah, but I met her at Seward Park in Seattle, Washington. You remember Seward Park is like people would used to go up there like back in the day, and you'd roll through in your car, and you'd be leaning, you'd be bumping the tunes, and then yeah, it was this little fucking honey I met there, and then
probably slinging rocks.
Yeah, exactly. She's probably working when I met her. But dude, I just remember when she brought that baggie out, I was like, there's fucking crack cocaine in my house. You got fucking crack in my house. I was like,
you gotta go.
Dude.
Oh my God.
So I was like,
that has to be a bit at some point.
Dude. Well, dude, I've told you before, like, I've never done coke, and again, you know, whatever you do, you know, whatever. I don't judge, but I remember the first time I was in LA, and people in LA talk about and use cocaine like how I think people would do beer. Like they're very casual about it. And I was in the green room of a comedy club, and this one comic shuts the door, and it was just me and him in there. And he was like, he whips out cocaine, and he's like, hey, do you want to bump? And I was like, externally, I was very cool. I was like, oh no, man, I'm cool. But in my head, I was like, I'm like, you got fucking cocaine, man. Cocaine in this fucking thing. You know,
that's how like prudish we are, because I'll never forget a friend of ours that we know, I won't say his name on this. He was featuring for another one of our, no, he was actually doing a guest spot, and he was all fucked up. He was drunk out of his mind, and he was getting ready to go on stage. He's like, I gotta get right. Hold on, close the door. And then he just goes, I was like, this motherfucker just said cocaine. What the fuck is going on? You know, and like it just, I've never seen cocaine before. And then just to see it and just for him to do it so gradually, like it was just nothing.
Dude.
Or casually rather. But then it's like we had another friend who was hanging out with an exec from NBC with another, you know, buddy of ours who was actually, you know, going on like a big show. And the exec was buying our buddy all kind of drinks, and the buddy felt bad. He was like, damn, I don't have anything to give to you. He's like, you want some cocaine? And all of a sudden that, you know, the guy was like, no, what the fuck? You should never like fucking do cocaine. You know, the exec was like, just shut his shit down, and he felt awful. And so the exec goes over to our other friend who was about to be on, you know, TV, and was like, hey man, you shouldn't hang out with that dude, man. He's just bad news. He's got cocaine. And normally that buddy would stick up for all of his friends, but he's like, yeah, man, I'll ditch him right away. Fuck that guy. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, it's just crazy to me though. I've never actually done cocaine, too afraid to try it, but
yeah,
I hear it's really addictive.
I'm way past the age of fucking experimenting with something
yeah,
like that.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah, Sandy said I would have freaked out seeing cocaine in person too. I mean, I come from a family of cops and shit, and I think I told the story before of a guy I was in high school used to sell crack, and we were walking downtown Portland. We were walking, and he all of a sudden like kind of casually put something in my pocket, like in my coat pocket, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing? He put his drugs in my pocket. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And he kind of like nods up ahead, and about a block and a half up ahead was two cops walking towards us. They weren't paying attention to us. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, you're white. They're not going to check you. And I'm like, but I'm with you. They're going to check you. They're going to check me. I was like, I
had a similar situation, but I was hanging out with this Indian dude who was just fucking crazy. He like fucking put a, whatchamacallit, put like an empty baggie on me, and then, you know what I mean? And it had just crumbs in it. We all got arrested, and then I got held accountable for, you know, at least that portion of it. So anyways, I got off with community service, but fucking hell, man.
Victoria said Jay experiments with weed. Yeah, exactly. Oh God. All right. Fucking dude. Yeah, that tripped me out though, that chick with the crack. I literally took her home right after that. I was like, hey, whatever you do, I'm just like, I'm not, you know, I'm not comfortable being around that, you know, or I'm not about that life.
For sure, man. I ain't about that life at all.
Here's a good one, and it relates to you right now. What's your thoughts, Manulus, on public breastfeeding?
You know, it's interesting. Like, I'm not gonna shame you. I don't have any thoughts on it. But me and Crystal were like a little more private, you know what I mean? So it's like she definitely got this thing to like cover her up if she needs to feed in public. But there, you know, I don't know why we make such a big deal out of boobs, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? I mean, they're amazing, but at the same time, it's like you think about Europe, everybody's topless, you know, and they don't give a fuck. But yeah, I'm kind of with TD.
TD talking shit to you.
All right, no, I'm with.
I'm trying to start drama. Ooh, TD talking shit about Crystal.
But yeah, no, you know, just use a blanket, you know, cover up if you can. I mean, if you got to do what you got to do. One of the reasons I brought it up is because Ronda Rousey posted. I don't know if you can see this. Maybe this is too X-rated for you. See that, Jay?
Sort of, yeah.
Ronda Rousey.
Okay, breastfeeding.
Trying to normalize breastfeeding, you know. Oh, okay. And yeah, I don't see a problem with it. I mean, shit, we all gotta, you know, let's see, public boob feeding, whip it out. Yeah, I mean, you know, if you gotta feed a kid, you gotta feed a kid, and if you know that's what it is, that's what it is. But I'm not like prudish. I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, there's children around here. You need to put your tits away. You know what I mean? Like
TD said drop some likes, y'all. Thanks, TD. Yeah, and I don't think we gave San Francisco 49er girl a shout out.
Oh, what's up, San Francisco 49er girl?
Sorry, keep going. Manny, I totally.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a problem with it, but you know, I could see, you know, let's see. I don't want to see other people's body parts. That's just me. Yeah, you know, but I'm with San Francisco 49er girl. Free food.
Now, what if okay, let's say Crystal, you know, whatever, she's got it. She doesn't usually, but she has to breastfeed in public. And let's say she's on the bus. I don't know why she's on the bus, but she's on the bus, and then some dude is just like this, like just watching.
Yeah, I mean, there is that creepy side of it, right? And it's like, if I'm there with her, I'd probably either take off my jacket or my shirt to cover her up and try to help out. But it's like, I like if somebody was doing that, I'd be like, hey, motherfucker, mind your motherfucking business. Turn your ass around, you know? It's,
Sean says he has so many things to say about this. We can make it a topic on
yeah,
the
yeah,
HWP,
we'll talk about it.
Sean.
We'll talk about it tomorrow, as well on there, because I would love to see everybody else's opinion on it. Like, I don't personally have a problem with it, but I can also see like certain people not being comfortable with it. It's like, can you imagine if you had to break out your dick to do something? You know what I mean? Like,
I do.
So dumb.
TD, let me get a taste test fresh from the tap.
I've done it on the Amtrak train, hotel. Baby's hungry. Yeah, I mean, when you gotta feed, you gotta feed.
Yeah,
And
Daphne said, I seriously don't know why people have a problem with breastfeeding in public if you cover up. Yeah. I mean, I try and cover my penis when I'm masturbating as it's happening. Is that what you're talking about, Daphne?
That's what TD was talking about. Use a blanket.
Yeah. I just,
yeah. What are your thoughts?
I think it's fine. Fuck. I mean, it's, dude. The other thing too is, it's almost like that's almost mild compared to half the shit that people are wearing now.
True.
Guys and girls. I mean, fucking chicks will have their asshole out and fucking just go on TikTok. You can see things 10 times worse than any of that shit.
So true. So true.
So I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on comparenting, or is this supposed to be co-parenting? Or is it like a competing thing? Comparenting with someone you don't like? Because that's why I was like, is it comparenting, which would be a new word?
Yeah, comparenting might be gross. But yeah. Yeah. What are your thoughts on co-parenting with somebody you don't like? That's a tough one. I think we may have touched on this briefly, but me and you were children of divorce, so it's like our parents had to co-parent. My parents didn't always get along, like sometimes my mom would be like, you know what, fuck that sorry motherfucker, you know what I mean? And try not to do it in front of us, But I remember this one time, my dad was like, hey, just don't tell mom where I got a job at, blah, blah, blah. Because he didn't want, his child support to be taken. But then at the same time, you're thinking to yourself, you're like, yo, man, what the fuck are we? That's money supposed to go to us. And so,
here's a scenario. The girl that cheated on you for the old Asian man.
Oh shit! So we have a kid, and then I got to co-parent with her. Man, that'd be fucking tough. Can you imagine that? It's like, trying not to be disrespectful about this kid's mom, but being like, yo, your mother's a hoe. You know what I mean? Like,
I brought her over one night. She's told me she sold crack. Brought it out of her underwear.
Yeah. Oh shit. Wait, guys, gal, please do tell us more. I have to co-parent with somebody I nearly killed.
Yeah, she was saying earlier she almost killed some dude she dated.
But that's just wild to me. It's like, to think about it, it's like, who is it? Oh god, TK Kirkland. You know what I mean? He's one of the most raw comics. I just want to say here on Love and Black and White, we don't support really anything that TK says. TK was texting me like a while back, some wild shit. But I love in his act where he's like, who are these bitches who are letting these niggas come in them? You know what I mean? Like, he's like, who raised you? But it's like, it's wild to think that sometimes you can get caught up in a moment and be stuck with somebody the rest of your life. It's fucking hard, man. But I think always, as far as co-parenting goes, be like, you want to be as respectful as you can, keep that shit to yourself. As far as if you don't like the other parent, because you don't want to tarnish the rep of that other person in their eyes. But it's hard because I've also seen friends of family friends where the dad's a piece of shit, you know what I mean? Like, beat the mom, but then these kids idolize them as they grow up and they don't know the truth about them. And then they're like, oh, my mom does this, this, and this, and she ain't this. But it's like, dude, you don't know what the fuck your dad was doing, like fucking 20, 30 years ago. So
yeah, we have two in here. I'm wondering, did we only do this as a teaser, the blind people thing?
I think we did.
Okay, and then the PDA thing. Did we do that before or no?
Yeah, I just added that one today, but that was based on, I just saw something on like,
okay, let's do that one.
Kardashians and what was it, like Travis Barker? Is that who?
Oh yes, actually that's great. Okay, yeah. What are thoughts on PDA and Travis Barker and Kourtney Kardashian? Somebody just showed me. I'm like, they are insane with that shit.
Are they really? Like, yeah, I didn't even really get a chance to really see it, but I'm like, I've heard stories about them just being all on top of each other in public.
Yeah, I'm like, PDA. I think there's a difference between PDA and basically dry fucking in public.
For sure.
Which it's like that's kind of what it seems like they're doing. I mean,
100%.
I mean, you know, I have that joke about the two gay dudes that I was in the elevator with that were going at it, and
Trying to
I'm
make
like,
you uncomfortable.
yeah, and I'm like, it could be straight people, and I'd be uncomfortable. I'm like, fucking get a room, you know. I don't want to see all that shit. Yeah, Travis Barker and Courtney are engaged. Yay! So happy for them. I don't give a fuck either way, but yeah, I mean, what I think I've told the story before about Isabel when I when I was dating Isabel, and it was like I actually didn't mind it. Like we were meeting up by Parlor. We were gonna go see a movie, and like, you know, we met there. I saw her, gave her a kiss, and like kind of like just a light pat on the butt, like, you know, hey babe or whatever. And she was like, no, you know, she was from West Africa, and that was like her. She was like, no, not in public. I was like,
man,
right.
yeah.
I was like, all right, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of you tonight, though. No, but I didn't. You know, I was like, okay, all right, okay, my queen.
Right, I respect that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm all for it. You know, like showing a little affection in public, holding hands, kissing, whatever. But when you're just making out and trying to fuck in public, like, you know what I mean? It's like I don't know how you feel about who's the coach for the Jaguars?
I don't know. I know the one that just got fired.
Oh, that was Gruden. But
yeah,
there was the coach. Oh God, what's his name for the Jaguars? He's married. Said his team was going back to like Florida. He stayed in Ohio where he has a bar and had like some chicks like grinding on him.
Oh, I saw some stuff of that.
Yeah. So
and
I mean, well, I'm just saying, if that's like clearly he's married and that was another chick, you know what I mean? But if you're in a relationship and your lady's all up on you trying to grind into like in a bathroom, that's like, you know what I mean? That's something else.
I'm just laughing because I am not clicking on any of Sean's comments, and I know he's pissed. TD, good one. Oh, Jay got in trouble. That one guy. Yeah, this is great shit, TJ or TD. Sean. Oh, Sean, I know. It's like, watch Sean just log in. And just yeah, I'm all for, like, you know, I'm like, why, you know, save the shit for the bedroom or get into the movies. We used to finger blast chicks in the movies. We didn't do it in the lobby.
Yeah.
You know, hey, want some popcorn? Yeah, here, I got some extra butter here. What?
Can you hold the show for like 2 minutes? Because
sure, buddy.
I just ran out of the house. I got to pee. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah. I'll get to some of the comments in here. Sean hasn't said anything for a minute. Let's see here. Yeah, when Manny got here, he was like, I'm running a little bit late. Can we start at like 5 minutes after? I was like, hey, Manny, whatever you need, buddy. You just live your best life. And then it was like 10 minutes late, but, you know, that's cool. But when he logged on, he was holding Miles. Am I Victoria? I mean, Mr. PDA. I don't think it's like not extreme. Like, I'm all for, like, if I see you, give you a hug or maybe grab some ass and give you a kiss or whatever. But I'm not like, oh, let's fucking reach down into the back of your jeans and fucking all that shit. Sean ain't saying nothing. Oh my God, Jesus. Oh, fucking Sean's other account. Nope, Sean. I'm gonna fucking ban GT Overland. I know what you're doing. Wrinkles is in the other room. Let me see if I can get him here. Wrinkles, come here, Rinks. Nope. I'm gonna boot GT Overland. Oh, let's see. GT Overland is in timeout. Sean, dude, Sean logged in under his other name and was like, "That Sean guy's funny. You should highlight him." So I put GT Overland in a timeout. I'm not Victoria. I'm not extreme PDA. That's what I'm saying. I'm all for PDA, but not like what I don't want to see like fucking you sticking your tongue all the way down into somebody's colon from their throat, you know.
Man.
But
yeah,
okay, so we're all good. Fucking Sean. Okay, and okay, we did a teaser once, but we never
he said, who was that? I was about to boot him too.
Sean's so full of shit. we did a teaser and never commented on this.
Yeah.
I'll let you say it, Manny. Because
yeah,
you
because
brought it up.
I'll get canceled.
Yeah.
Are blind people more likely to have lots of kids? Ray Charles had 12, Stevie had 8. I'm gonna say yes. And here's why.
Okay, go ahead.
Here's my thought process on this. I think blind people are more likely to have no, I mean, yeah, how do let me
You want me to jump in? I
no,
got
no,
my,
no, no.
my
I
theory.
think I got this. I think I won't officially get canceled or fired from whatever I'm doing next. I think that your senses are overly like in tuned once you don't have one. So you use other senses to function in the world. So you can't see. So touch becomes very important. Hearing becomes very important. Taste, everything else. That's how you see the world, right? So I would assume sexually, you're probably even more heightened because you don't see nudity on a daily basis. You only know the touch and feel of a woman. So I think premature ejaculation is a real thing in the blind community. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I think when you first start having sex, it's just like, you're just, busting nuts left and right. So I think about this, you're famous. I don't think that blind people are. I think blind famous people are probably more likely to have a ton more kids because they are famous and then they could just sleep with whoever. You know what I mean?
Well, and also the girl could just be like, "Oh, I'm giving you a blowjob. You don't know."
Yeah, no, I put a condom on you.
I want you to come in my mouth. Oh, oops. He's like, wow, your cheeks are really wide out here.
Yeah. We just want to say here on Love in Black and White that we definitely want to thank Mariah for giving us the proper terminology. I don't think blind is okay anymore. Visually impaired is the correct association for the visually impaired community. Back to you, Jay.
Guyanese said there was a joke Ray Charles was talking to child support. He said, "Judge, why I have to pay for a kid I've never seen?" So fucked. Oh God.
Oh man. But Ray was fucking everybody. You know what I mean? Like there used to be this saying, you can be a Raylet if you let Ray. So you remember the Raylets?
Oh, interesting.
Pepsi commercials, you got the right one, baby.
That's that's so they have who has 12 and who has 8 kids.
So I think Ray Charles had 12 and I think Stevie has 8.
Dang.
So yeah, that's a lot of kids, man. That's a lot of child support for kids you never see, apparently. So.
Well, also they can always, I mean, one of their benefits is the their wife or girlfriend or whatever. He can always just be like, I can't watch the kids.
It's so stupid. We just want to say here on Love It Black or White that visually impaired jokes are never funny. We just want to say that there are new technologies that they are working on out there to help the visually impaired with sight. So don't give up. Also remember that if you have chlamydia and you are giving birth, to have that treated, because that can also make your child visually impaired. Back to you, Jay.
And keep fighting the good fight.
And keep fighting the good fight.
All right, I'll stop.
Chlamydia.
Can you tell when your partner is lying?
Ooh, that is a.
Can you tell? I'll stop, everyone. All right. I mean, they're blind. They're not deaf. They can hear. Yeah. Can you tell when Crystal's lying?
I can. I can tell when. She doesn't lie, but I can tell when she's not forthcoming with something.
Hiding something.
Yeah, when she's definitely hiding something. I think that. So I'm with TD. Body language is one. If you were there with the person and they don't remember that you were there, and then the facts don't add up, that's also something. Crystal's never done that, but yeah, I don't know. Could you ever tell when your partner was lying? Or
yeah, I'm trying to think of an example. I don't know if I mean, obviously I'm sure somebody I've dated has lied to me in the past, but maybe I couldn't tell. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a scenario where why they would lie to me or something, or like somebody cheating on me or anything like that. And I don't know. I'll keep you posted.
Guyanese gal, that's hilarious. I lie so good, I'd be forgetting what I lie about. That's the thing. If you lie, you got to be able to keep up with the lie. Like there was a guy we used to work for at a comedy club. He used to lie about everything, and then when he get caught in the lie, he would expect us to keep up with all of his lies, and the weirdest thing is you would know that he was lying, but this is my impression. Like, okay, say this, Jay. Say, be like, oh, Manny, I know that you did so and so.
Oh, Manny, I know you did so and so.
So yeah, so I went and got some groceries. He would just ignore the whole fucking thing and pretend like you didn't say what you just said. Then you could say it to him again, and then he would just sit there like,
yeah.
It's just a
I remember like calling him out, and he would try and change the subject or try and put something on you that you're like, that's not what we're talking about, though.
Yeah, I was like, no, you stole from that company. You were the person.
Argued like a woman.
Yeah, exactly. I just said, hey, I'm just gonna pick at my neck.
Oh God. Yeah. Oh, Victoria knows.
Yes.
Okay, let me see here. Oh shit, we're getting close to wrap up. Okay. While it's in the news, should Britney Spears get a prenup?
If she's getting married, yes. I think that
100%.
Yeah, I think anybody who is a celebrity and you're unfortunately going to marry somebody who isn't a celebrity, or if you're just a person who has money and that person doesn't have money, I say you gotta pump the brakes, and you gotta just always think about like, hey, like as much as you want to believe somebody really does love you, I mean, come on, like Mackenzie Bezos, like, yeah, if you didn't set up a prenup for that shit, like, you know what I mean? Like if I was single and I was getting married to Mackenzie and she's like, no, we don't need a prenup, I'd be like, bitch, you are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
and I wouldn't even like if I was dating a woman that was, you know, crazy rich or whatever, or successful.
Let's say Oprah.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care. I'd be like, fine, that's whatever. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, you can't have my fucking Funko pops.
Well, that should be hilarious though. If you made a fuss out of that shit, you were just like, you know what? This is what the fuck is wrong with you. You think that this ain't about love and shit, and so you want me to get a bullshit ass prenup. You know what? You ain't real. You ain't about this love. You know what? If you love me, you wouldn't get no fucking prenup.
Yeah, I would have no problem with you know what's weird though is like I would have no problem if a woman approached me and was like, I think we should do a prenup, and I'd be like, okay, cool. You know, she could be multi-billionaire, whatever. The funny thing is, I don't know how I would bring that up to if I wanted to have a prenup with someone. I don't know how I would bring that up. That would be, you know,
that would be a hard conversation to have, right? To just be like, yo, like,
so how would you have done it with Crystal? How would you, if you were to, you know, whatever, somebody tells you got to do a prenup?
So I think that there's two different scenarios, right? I think that there's the scenario of did I come into millions while we were still dating together, or the scenario that I was a millionaire before she met me, and you know, then you go that route. So I would say if I became a millionaire before we met, I would say it like this. I would say, hey, you know, I have a bunch of lawyers in place and they are always advising me on what to do with money, just in the off chance something happens. So they recommended that I do a prenup to cover all angles. This is nothing of how I feel about you. You will definitely be taken care of after the fact, but I just want to make sure that, you know, I'm safeguarding all of my assets, because it doesn't just extend to you. I still have family, you know, my mom, my sister, and other relatives to take care of. So that's the only reason. But
That's why you're PC Manny.
Man,
holy shit, that was smooth.
I was surprised that came out of my mouth.
I'd be like, okay, I'll sign it. Tammy Joe. Okay. Just if we divorce, can I keep the sheets? Okay.
All the crosses in the house.
Yeah, blame the lawyers. All right, we got to start wrapping it up. Do you have anything you want to plug, Manulus?
No, but I do kind of have a teaser for next week that I want to talk about. Is
perfect.
The Brian Laundrie.
Yes.
You know, and gosh, what's her name again? I'm so sorry. What do you remember the name?
No. I don't even know how to pronounce that guy's name. I just know Brian is his first name.
Yeah, hold on. But that's what I want to touch on that next week, because I don't think we've really touched
Gabby
on
Petito.
Yeah, Gabby Petito. That whole scenario. I know that we've probably talked a little bit about it on the Hollingsworth list, but as far as relationships and knowing red flags to watch out for, I want to talk about not only that, but also just get your thoughts on the whole situation as a whole. So
yeah, you know, Sean, like in our group chat, Sean has been keeping us updated on a lot of the shit. And I would see it and kind of glance over it. I told Sean this the other day. I finally like watched the original video when they were pulled over by the cops.
yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I definitely am going to enjoy the Netflix or Amazon Prime documentary whenever this is wrapped up. I mean, they think that one theory is that he's under like the
house
garden. Yeah, exactly. And it's fucking wild though,
dude.
But,
It's insane. I mean,
all right,
like,
that'll be our teaser then for next week.
yeah. Oh, Sandy. Oh, thank you so much. Miles says hi. Maybe I'll even have Miles on next week. Just real quick to say hi to all the online aunties.
We just start and you're shirtless and he's breastfeeding off.
Exactly. Men can do it too.
Yeah.
Don't you man shame me.
Ooh,
Yeah. So we'll talk about the Brian Laundrie thing next week.
All right, done. And then nothing that you want to plug?
Nothing going on other than Hollingsworthless tomorrow.
Done. Okay. I will plug. I am this weekend. It will be in Glendale, Arizona at Stir Crazy Comedy Club. I know Sandy J's coming. I know that Carla is going to be there. If you have friends or family in Phoenix, Tempe, Glendale area, let them know. Wait, I'm trying to read all this. Victoria wants attention. She wants to meet Miles. But that's where I'll be this weekend. Stir Crazy Comedy Club, Glendale, Arizona. 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday. My buddy Gene Moore is on the show featuring, who is a very gay and very funny comic. And
nice.
I love him. He's the best. How
are you looking for Dallas? What are any dates in Dallas coming up?
I don't have anything in Dallas as of right now. I send avails to clubs, you know, and like everybody, I'm waiting. I love you too, TD. Even though you're a Cowboys fan, I'm sure. They just kicked the shit out of. Well, they didn't kick the shit out of us, but they beat the Pats.
Man, Cowboys are doing their fucking thing this year. God damn.
How far is Austin from Dallas? Because I might be able to get some stuff in Austin.
It's a little ways.
I'm sure it is. Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
But TD will come out for you. TD is gonna show that love.
You just okay. Shit. All right.
Yeah.
I'll keep you posted, TD. And tomorrow I'll be at. Well, this will be coming out Tuesday. Tuesday I'm doing Fitzy and Friends. And then 20th. I think that's like already a private thing. But you can go to bigirishj.com for dates and everything. And I think that's it. We'll be doing the Hollingsworthless tomorrow, and we got some dope topics. Jesus, probably about 5:00 tomorrow Pacific time, 8 Eastern. And until next week, first of all, let me just say thanks everybody for coming in here and being part of the.
And also special shout out to rest in peace, Colin Powell. I'm not a Republican, but you know what? You always celebrate those who do well in life, and he always seemed to, for the most part, do the right thing. You know what I mean? Man, he was a black person who made it. You know what I mean? So shout out.
Yes.
So
way to end on that. Okay. 5:30 tomorrow for Hollingsworthless. Sean will be there if you've enjoyed any of his jokes. And Manny will be working overtime tonight to make sure we don't get canceled. So until next time, we'll
be putting the love back in your right. It's love.